It used to be we were really obligated to react socially. You had a hideous stigma if you wanted to stay home. Well, what's wrong with you? What are you avoiding? There's something wrong with you. They would try to educate you as if it was inferior. Unbelievable. This was just recently, and it's still happening to people. The most important thing is to be alone, to choose solitude, and to be able to say, I'm sorry, I just want to be alone. I just want to be by myself. It's nothing against you, and I don't like socializing. I find it draining, and that's it. But who has the guts to say that? It's all performance. It's draining. Just meaningless interaction, superficiality, when you want to go deep. But since they have no depth, they don't understand that, and they misjudge it. Think about it. Small talk going nowhere. Interaction as obligation. Think about how crazy that is. But that all came after World War II. We went into this social generation where this became the most important thing. And I think it's because it's people loving without God loving. We're supposed to love God first and then people. But you see, God was diminished. Prayer was taken out of the schools. Church attendance has gone down each decade, way down. And so now, with that, man takes predominance. It becomes a human-loving generation. We worship the creature more than the creator, as it says in the Bible. So that's it. Like performance is an escape from yourself. But if they impose it on you, then it's an escape from reality. It's a diminishment of who you are. You have a bright light and a halo effect, an aura, and it dims. I used to see it. When I was alone, my house, every inch of my house looked bright with color and happy, and the smell of a soup stewing on the stove and nice smells and all this sort of thing. And then when I would get involved with people, that would all dim. I would lose all sense of that sensual delight of home. And it became a black cloud. And some people really bring a black cloud. And you have to notice that. You have to become very penurious in your selection of people. If they bring that black cloud, or if they demand you socialize, or judge you for wanting to stay home, drop them. Just keep people around who inspire you and don't judge you, who support you in what you want to do. Do these people inspire you, or do they just take up your time and mooch off of you? Do they come to your home because you create a nice environment and they don't? So they want to get away, like people go to a country club or something to get away. Or if people are hot, they go to a restaurant because it's air conditioned. Are they using you? Think about that. You create a nice home. They don't. So they want to partake of that. They got to get their own home, because when they come to your home, you lose your sense of pride and the sensual delight of your own home, the coziness of it, the magic of it, the fact that when you're alone, you get ideas, and those ideas are profitable. God puts ideas in your head, but not when you're surrounded by people. They won't come up. Sure, you need people. You want collaboration on something that matters. Remember that. Yes, collaboration. Yes, teamwork. It's wonderful. Does it matter? Yes. And these are temporary alliances. They aren't lifelong alliances. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. But look at them as temporary. That's the way life is. There's transitions. It's task-oriented for the minute. And when you finish it, maybe you'll keep that relationship, maybe you won't. But see life as a flow, and don't hang on. Attachment is what brings this dimmed light. Your interactions should energize you, not drain you. There's a lot of energy thieves out there. And you can sense it. How do you feel afterwards? You may be communicating with a demon. It says in the Bible that those who hate you will reign over you. When will this happen? When you're down, when you're in sin. Sin brings internal shame, and that lets the enemy control us. That hands us over to the enemy. It says in Romans, God hands us over. If we insist on sinning, we'll be handed over. I don't want anybody to control me. I've been under the control of other people, and I hated it. They were not smarter than me. They were dumbasses, and they were ruling over me. That can happen. It comes from sin, or being obstructed in some way. Being in sick relationships dims your light so much, you're going to be handed over. You got to stand strong so you can be independent. That's the whole thing about independence. That's the whole thing about being financially independent, so that others won't rule over you. It also says, do not speak to fools who will scorn your prudent words. Another way of saying, don't throw your pearls before swine, because they will trample them. Don't bother. Be silent. That's where the power is. Silence is golden, because your true champion, who's going to win the battle for you, has all power. So if you be silent, that shows faith in him. They're filled with demons. Some people disbelieve in demons. Some people show too much of an interest in demons. The key here is discernment. Discern what's going on here. You're not fighting with people. You're fighting with principalities and powers, dark forces in the heavenly realm. And so why bother with people? I know you'd like to hit them over the head, but you're never going to win the argument, because it's principalities and powers. And they're going to think what they're going to think. So it has nothing to do with you. People get too involved thinking it's about people. It isn't. And that ought to relieve you greatly. When you see the true forces at work, demons, you see it's not worth your response at all. You just laugh it off. Don't care. Shrug it off. It's not people you're dealing with. It's the forces behind. You know, most people are filled with demons. They don't even know why they're saying anything. On the cross, Jesus said, forgive them, for they know not what they do. They're controlled by other forces. So just silence. Don't engage. Don't waste your energy. That is the trip of fools, to waste your energy on them. Don't throw your pearls before swine. They'll only trample on them. It is wisdom to step back and let God fight your battle. How many people do that? They want to get in there and duke it out. They want to fight with words on and on and on. No, that does not show wisdom. Wisdom is based on faith that a much higher force is behind you, ready to fight your battles if you don't try. God said, I have given you authority to trample on snakes and scorpions and all the power of the enemy. Nothing will harm you. Yes, but only a person who knows that can laugh it off and let God fight his battles. That's the true strength. Nothing will harm you, but everybody is filled with fear. Most people have a lot of fear. Well, there's fear versus faith. You can't have both. There's no need to defend yourself, since God is greater than any force against you. Any force. Think about that. Think about the wisdom and strength it takes to do that and to just stand and wait in faith. It's amazing. It's an amazing power. An amazing champion acts like that. Instead of earthly confrontations, shift your focus to the spiritual battle. And prayer is your greatest weapon. Constantine, the king, became a Christian because he said it was a war manual. It was about winning wars. Think of that. Yes, these principles win wars, not weapons. It is here that battles are truly won. You're counting on the name Jesus that makes demons tremble. This, we're getting down to brass tacks on what a spiritual battle is. Of course we need guns. You have a right to defend yourself and your family and your home. This world is filled with wicked people. It isn't like we want to go out and shoot people. We want to defend our home and our family. That is the Christian thing to do. But the greatest spiritual battle is one with prayer. So I'd say do both. But have a gun in your home. Your mission does not require their approval or understanding. Don't waste your words on those who only deserve silence. Silence shows strength. Now, fools think that silence shows weakness. No, it's the opposite. No matter what they say, be silent, and you overcome them. It's your mission, it's your God-given mission, and it's not about them, and they're too stupid to understand it anyway. What I wrote in my last battle. Silence is not surrender, but a statement of trust. Rising above the noise and stepping into your authority. Yeah, and it's real authority. Clearly says to avoid futile debates. Get your energy back. It's futile. You ever tried to argue with a liberal or some college student? It's futile. Get your energy back, and you will have the most wonderful day. For a long time, I've been studying all the foods I eat to see if any of my problems came from them. I mean, I studied everything. Fruit, rice, beans, wheat. I studied absolutely anything. Couldn't find anything. But I did not put in my study the tea I was drinking. Arizona peach tea diet. Sucralose was the sweetener they used. I never once thought of it. I never researched it. Here I researched all these foods. If I had a trouble, I thought, oh, I'm rice sensitive. I'm wheat sensitive. I'm gluten sensitive. No, it wasn't that at all. It was the sucralose. It is a very dangerous chemical. All of the IBS, all these problems with the gut and inflammation and bloating, and yes, weight gain from insulin sensitivity that it brings. Here it's a sugar substitute, but you gain weight from it, and you bloat from it. Boy, what an insight. I have been drinking that tea for months. It's very delicious, and it ruined my health, and I was blaming the foods I was eating. Sucralose. Sugar substitutes are a big problem. To me, I thought, oh, that's just a diet drink. That doesn't mean anything. It means everything. Sugar is okay. The body chooses sugar as its first energy source. Sugar, fruit, things like that. And man, I would never touch that drink again because I feel so much better. Sucralose, it's a big problem. Don't be taken in by sugar substitutes. I was reading today about people coming off of benzos, psych drugs. It's a very dangerous withdrawal. Sometimes it takes years. People end up in mental hospitals just from the withdrawal. They can't sleep for 30 days. Jordan Peterson, coming off of benzos, could not sleep literally for 30 days. Went crazy. He had to go away. And then when people come off of these dangerous psych drugs, then they have the food intolerances because it's a matter of total load on the immune system. Like me taking the sucralose in the tea I was drinking, it raised total load so that other things gave me problems. Total load. It's a numbers game. And coming off of benzos, people suddenly become sensitive to the food they're eating. It's a matter of total load. So think about that. If suddenly you're sensitive to something like a food, what else are you taking that's raising your total load? Are you taking diet drinks? Sugar substitutes? Or are you, God forbid, on a psych drug like benzos or a sleeping medication? Because that will bring food intolerances.